thanks for coming back. I'm doing a little green pigmented eyeshadow look, not in inspiration for St. Patrick's Day, even though that's about 7 days away. I got this cute little NYX pigment at the store. It's called Pigment number 12. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. It's like an emerald green. I really wanted to play around with this look, and every time I think of green, I think of reds as well too. So I just thought, I'm such a pig. I just thought I would play around with it a little bit. We're going out to dinner here soon. It's 7:39. Yes, we go to dinner early. So we're about to go have some dinner, go meet up with some friends for drinks, I hope, and just have like a little date night. Do you see this? I'll talk about it later. If you still want to see how I got this look, then of course just keep watching. Alright, we're going in with the face first. I did already do my eyebrows off camera, so that's why I look kind of a little crazy and I look like a man. But I'm taking a new product today. It's the Marc Jacobs Coconut Primer Invisible Undercover. I do lean towards the cream base primer just because I'm already oily and I don't like the silicone on my skin. I don't think that it sticks with me. So the cream primers is what I always lean towards. My face is a little red now because I did put on a 15-minute mask here just because I wanted my skin to be very prepped and well behaved as I put on my makeup. So that's why you see that my skin has a little texture and kind of redness to it. Then taking in my tape and going ahead and putting it at the end of my eyes just so I can have that clean line once I do my eyeshadow. I like this. It kind of helps me out and kind of eliminates some of the process that I need to do of carving out that line after I do my eyeshadow. Then going in with my NYX palette, I actually love this palette. I'm taking the warmer shades in here. So I'm taking the much orange brown shade and putting that all over my crease. I'm taking it higher than usual just because I want it to be peaked out as soon as I hit the eyeshadow on there. Whenever I go in with a green eyeshadow, I like for it to transition to kind of like that brown and that red. So don't be too careful when you put this all over your crease. Just kind of throw that on there. Don't be afraid. Keep it higher than usual. You'll see me going back and forth windshield wipers with this and just bringing it up a little bit towards my eyebrows just so that way I can see that it's going to be the transition color. You're going to see me going in and pulling in on my eyebrow a little bit more and kind of lift that eyebrow up so that way I can make sure I'm getting into all of the crease area. As you can see, I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's like little lines on the eyeshadow. That's what I wanted to focus on. I just thought that it would help if I pull my eyebrow just a little bit just to make sure I'm getting into that crease, and that way there's no lines or spaces. That way that blended eyeshadow can look seamlessly. Then going in with another brush, that's the Sephora large 27 brush. And by the way, the blending brush I was using was a Morphe M441, but taking the Sephora large 27 brush is kind of more firm, and taking that red color and focusing in on the outer corner and blending it back and forth so that way it can kind of have two transition colors going through. Focusing it again on the outer corner just so I can have more of the product at the end, and that way I can focus and have that color there and transition it forward and moving it towards the inner corner of my eyelid. And then taking back to that blending brush and then going back and forth just to make sure and everything is seamless and putting everything together. Then going in with my It Cosmetics, the Eye Smudger number 221. I'm not going to do a full cut crease. I'm just doing a half cut crease on here. I'm just focusing on the inner corner and then spreading it out to the middle of my eyelid. I'm taking the Tarte Shape Tape concealer and just putting that, as I mentioned, in the corner of my eyelids into the middle of my eye. And just focusing this on here, I wanted to do a cut crease just because I knew that there was a pigment that I'll be using and I wanted that green to really stand out. So I didn't want to kind of diffuse the green, the pigment that I had picked up, just because that green is very, very beautiful. So after I'm done and doing that halfway cut crease, I'm going back in with a couple of eyeshadows, which is the red one, the recent one that we just used, and then just blending everything together so that way there's no lines, and you can see that it's blended out seamlessly, and just making sure everything is cut together. Now to the start of the show. It is the green pigment. This is the NYX pigment, and it is Pig 12. Literally, it's called Pig 12, and it's a green eyeshadow. I'm taking it on a flat blending brush, and this is the Sigma E55, and I'm putting that and just sorry, I had a phone call. I'm putting that just on my eyelid, and I'm not putting too much pressure on this pigment. And I was really impressed. Do y'all see that there's no fallout with this pigment? Isn't that nuts? Like, and I'm using a lot of product on this brush. I don't know if it's the brush or it's the product, but there is no fallout when I'm putting this eyeshadow on, as you can tell. And every time that I use pigment, there's like fallout all over my cheek. But anyways, so putting that, and I'm pushing it in. I'm not rubbing back and forth like you see me do here on this eyeshadow. I'm kind of pushing it in and making sure that it sticks to the eyelid. So I'm taking back that blush and just blending everything together to make sure there's no harsh lines on there. And then you see me going back in with that pigment as well too. Well, you're not going to see me, but I go back with the pigment with some Fix Plus with that same brush, and I put it back onto my eyelid just to stand out a little bit more. Now to the show. These Lily lashes are in Miami, and you know what? I was really excited to try these lashes because I see a lot of YouTube gurus and I see a lot of celebrities use these Lily lashes, but oh my gosh, they are so thick. The bands are super, super thick. I honestly was kind of surprised because you can tell these were fake eyelashes, and I'm sure everyone that you see out, you're like, okay, there's fake eyelashes, but these you can definitely tell. I didn't know because I wasn't aware how thick this band was. These bands are really, really thick. They're beautiful. They're super, super beautiful, but I wish someone expressed that their bands are really, really thick, and they're really hard to work with. So if you're a beginner at eyelashes, I do not recommend these. These eyelashes, you have to know how to put them on and place them because they are pretty hard to work with. And I rather prefer the Ardell, honestly, the wispies, because they just seem so light, and these eyelashes were heavy throughout the night. So I went ahead and tight lined my eyes with the black liner. I didn't want to show you because it freaks me out, but just tight line so that way you don't see my regular eyelashes and the thick eyelashes, how they don't meet. So I jumped on the bandwagon. I'm on the NARS. I use the NARS foundation, the Radiant Glow foundation. I'm actually in the color Valerius. It says M15. I do like the way this foundation turned out to be. For some reason, it looks white on on camera, but it's actually a couple of shades. I had to be tanned for this one, and it looks really, really beautiful. It held up pretty well at night because I went out and I had a couple of drinks and I stayed out all night. So this foundation did last. It was beautiful. I did get compliments on my makeup all night, so I definitely do recommend this NARS foundation. I haven't tried it out in the heat, but here where I live, it wasn't too humid and it was just perfect. So this foundation did work well. I think I put 2 coats on. You can see me going back and forth, back and forth. You definitely can tell it's a Radiant Glow foundation because it didn't set very well on my skin. Like, it didn't dry out pretty quickly. So then going in with my NYX, no, this isn't NYX. Going in with my Wet n Wild bronzer and the color Maple, Call Me Maple, and then just contouring myself as well too. I wanted to contour a lot just because I felt this foundation washed me out. I don't know why. I don't know why it looks like that on camera because it was literally kind of darker than my skin. I don't know why. I don't know. So I just bronzed my face up. I wanted to contour my skin, my face, my eyebrow, my forehead, my cheeks, under my jawline, and the bottom of my lip, and then also, of course, I have to do my nose, and you can see that I got pretty tired. This is pretty exhausting. I love this Wet n Wild contour stick. It really, really blends out seamlessly. It doesn't take much to blend it out. In some cases, when I use some cream contours, it takes a while to blend out, and that's why I was always too scared to use it. With this one, it's honestly, it blends out so easily, like super super easy, like right there. I just literally tapped it and it's already blended out beautifully. So you can see that I go ahead and blend out everything on my forehead. I go down on my nose as well too. I'm telling you, this blends out super, super easy. I do like the color. I do like the stick of this as well. I definitely do recommend this Wet n Wild, and it was only like $3 to $4, and it wasn't too crazy. So blending that all over, making sure everything looks not underlined, everything looks in line. And I literally need to get a bigger mirror because I was looking down the whole time and I was out of focus and not on camera. So I need to get a longer mirror to where it shows like where the camera is sitting, because it wasn't working. So now taking a damp beauty blender as well too, and going in with my Laurier Mercier powder and just baking underneath my eyes. This step hasn't changed. I wanted to try the Patrick Star one, which I think I am going to go buy it on my birthday, which is Friday the 16th. So I'm going to go birthday shopping, so I definitely do want to pick that up. So I'm setting underneath my eyes just to set the concealer, and I just realized I didn't even videotape me putting on concealer. So I have concealer on. I'm just setting everything, setting my forehead, setting underneath my eyes, setting my chin, just setting the areas where I find myself getting oily the most. And then of course you see me going down and I'm setting my nose. So I'm setting everything in place here, and then after that I'm pushing whatever is remaining onto my skin, so that way it can kind of prevent me breaking out and oiling out, because you all know I'm an oily monster. Taking a little break, sponsored by Bud Light. Woo! Okay, now going in with my NYX bronzer. This bronzer is pretty legit. I honestly love it. I honestly love it more than my Too Faced bronzer with the little shimmery highlight in there. Oh my god, this bronzer is really, really well. I definitely love it and recommend everyone to use it. Go buy it. But I'm taking it in with my Morphe M527 brush, and I'm just bronzing my face all over. I'm putting it over my forehead, all over exactly where I put the contour. That's exactly where I'm trying to emphasize. I'm trying to not even emphasize. That's where I'm trying to put the bronzer all over, under my jawline, under where my cheek is, and on my forehead. I focus a lot on my jawline just because I want kind of like that sculpture look, and that will obviously help you. So I'm putting that all over as well too. Again, the M527 brush, I do recommend this brush as well too, and just dusting that all over because it kind of does the work for you. So taking the other brush is the Morphe M500 and going ahead and swiping off that cake. The bake, not the cake. And then going in with another contour brush. I'm definitely contouring the skin. This is just a regular e.l.f. blush. This is an e.l.f. blush brush, but I'm taking this in to contour just because it has like that little sculpted shape, and it sculpture out the cheeks very well. And I'm taking the butter bronzer in Physicians Formula. I'm going to finish that sentence in Physicians Formula. So this is a very nice contour. I use this for bronzer as well too, but I just trying to throw that in there to kind of do the contour on my cheeks. Then going ahead and carving out my cheekbones as well too. I'm going in with Laura Mercier and then just carving that out just because I feel like I got a little bit messy and I want to have that sculptured look effect. So I'm taking in some blush. I did get a new NYX ombre blush. Oh, it's so pretty. I forgot to show y'all, but I'll list it down below so I can show you. It's definitely so pretty. It has it's like a sunset color. It's like peachy dark, and then it goes into light. It's super cute, but I'll list it down below. Then taking my Wet n Wild highlight. Woo! This highlight was the star of the night, girl. I had so many compliments on this highlight going out. You literally could see it from a mile away. I don't know if you can tell in this video. I guess I to do more things on my lighting because this highlight was not doing its justice in this video. And this is a Wet n Wild. It's literally like $4.99 or $3.99. I picked up like 5. Just kidding, like 3. And I got this, the color on. So what I did is I just dusted it all over the top of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, down, and I hit the high points on my eyebrows as well too. I'm telling you, this highlight was amazing. Oh my gosh, this highlight was so pretty. And then I even went in with some little Fix Plus and made sure that I hit the top of my cheeks again. And this is what stood out the most as well too. Look at that, look at that. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. This Wet n Wild, what is it, highlight is definitely underrated. And I definitely feel like this is just amazing. It's so, so pretty. And you don't even, it's not even like a light fit, like a heavy hand that you need to put. I don't know why it doesn't show up, but I mean, if you can let it there, I mean, I think it's pretty freaking amazing. If I haven't sold it on you, I'm sorry. Look at me. I'm enjoying that. I'm enjoying it. Then doing my bottom lash, I went in with the same colors as the browns with the NYX palette, just that all over, and then also put mascara on the top of my eyelashes and then also the bottom to kind of even everything out as well. Then going in with my Too Faced Extreme lip plumper lip gloss. I absolutely love this stuff. It definitely plumps the hell out of your lips. I can't kiss Steven with this because his lips end up like tingling and like huge, but I think it's amazing. I love it. Your lips look so plumped. And you see me feeling myself. Go girl, go girl. All right, get over yourself. All right, now going in with Tatcha, the finishing spray. I honestly thought this spray was gonna be like woo, 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 because you know how all face primers, they're like all crazy on your skin. You can't even feel this going on your skin. So that's why you see me going in with like 10 pumps. And this shit was expensive, so I didn't even know it was hitting on my face. So you definitely don't feel it hitting you, and it tastes gross. Guys, I need to go get some dinner, get some drinks in me, go show off this highlight. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you on my next video. Mwah!